Many people think modern fish farming is just for the cities. If you are also thinking the same, you are wrong. I've just set up this fish farm in a very remote village in the northern part of Ghana. And this proves to you that having the aquaculture or the fish farming in the remote areas is as best as possible. I will tell you why soon. And I'm also encouraging non-profit organizations, government organizations, and any other agency that wants to change the lives of rural people. Consider fish farming or aquaculture is one of the ways that can change their lives. So I highly recommend that you consider, even if you are setting up your own farm in a rural area. Look, if you set up a farm in the remote area like this, it has tremendous impact in the lives of the people. First and foremost, when you ever stay in a rural area, especially the northern part of the country, where only farming is their livelihood, and that is what's most practiced in the rural areas. And the farming is just 6 months. So after that 6 months, when the farming season stops, they have nothing doing again. The youth are idle, and because of that idleness, lead them to migrate into the cities for greener pasture. And that is why the so-called kayaye is high, because they think instead of wasting that 6 months in the village doing nothing, why not move to the cities such as Accra, Kumasi, Tamale to have other job? So what about if I told you that setting up a farm like this, you are providing livelihood or for the people living in those communities. You are creating jobs for them. And indirectly, you are preventing the rural urban migration and also the career. I know NGOs, government organizations are trying to prevent the career. And I'm calling on them that this, per my experience, is one of the ways of preventing the career. Not only that, after you have created the jobs for them and you are giving them livelihood, it is also another source of high protein for them. Like these places, it is very difficult to get fish to consume. Fish is supposed to be imported to the village through the city, which comes with transportation costs and other challenges. And when it is brought into the community, the one who brought it has no other option than to shoot up the price in order to make profits. But if you have something like this, at the end of the day, you can sell it to them, making your profits, bridging your market gap, and at the same time, making protein available for the community members. I mentioned earlier that setting up fish farm in the rural areas is easy because there's vast land. Just look at the land. Here they're not even selling the land. Just go to the chief palace, request, and that's fine. So this is indication that you can easily make it affordable. What you should consider is water availability. And there's pipe there which you can use. There's even a river or a dam in this village, even though it's a bit far from here, but you can also get water from that place. So when you are trying to settle up in a rural area, what you consider most is the availability of the water. If you have that, you are good to go. Not only that, you are also providing skills to the rural people. And when they acquire that skills, they can set up their own farms and they can also make more money. And that will prevent the rural urban migration and therefore career. As farming of crops or plants is a major level in this community, the wastewater from the fish, as you are all aware, is also organic nutrient for the plants. So if you have such here, instead of that water going to waste, we can also transfer that water into the farm to water their crops. And that is also another way of saving them costs of buying chemical fertilizer, which is costly and at the same time, which also have negative impact in our systems. But with this organic, good for the land, good for the crops, good for human consumption, what do you want again? So all this together, if you have not or if you have never considered putting up your fish farm in the rural or in a remote area, consider doing that. And I also call on NGOs, non-profit organizations, government organizations, civil societies, and individual or philanthropists to come and settle down in these rural communities. This project is one of projects sponsored by one organization, just the way of bridging the poverty gap between the rural communities and the urban. And we are piloting that. And there are a lot of places we still need to do more. So even if you want to do that, I don't know how to, do contact us. We can help you to set up these farms in those areas so that the people will benefit, and you also have the chance of making the impact in the lives of the people that you intend to. If you are watching me for the first time, my name is Abdulaziz Issa. I have a bachelor degree in development education, but I'm a fish farmer and I've experience for over 4 years now. And I've been helping people set up fish farms, setting up aquaculture system in their farms. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please consider subscription, because all we do in the channel is to share fish farming tips based on experience and research. If you want to set up a farm for you, please contact us. Our contact details are in the description. Or if you want to learn how to do your own flotation irrigation system, click the link in the description, enroll in that course, and we'll see you there. We can't just give the benefits of setting up a fish farm in a remote area without also mentioning some of the challenges associated with that. First and foremost, as a village, they are very inquisitive, they are very curious, and that curiousness can lead them to cause harm to the farm. Therefore, if we want to be successful in that, we are setting up the farm, we need to provide adequate fencing. Otherwise, they want to see what is happening, they want to see the fish, and by doing so, they are likely to either perforate your pond or put harmful things in the water that can contaminate and kill all your fish. So be aware of that and try to make sure that you make provision for that. And that's exactly what we have done here. We have had wire fence, which you cannot just enter directly. There's also excessive sunlight in the village. So if you're not doing it under a tree, consider providing a shade. And to be as cost effective as possible, we have this grass roof, very simple. That reduces the excessive sunlight so that there will not be direct sun hitting them. And that is also another way of helping them. Now, another thing you should also have to consider is the fact that there's likely to be conflict under the project. So proper management is going to be very important. I'm saying conflict because some people, when they try to have access to it and you deny them, you must fight with them. Because there are very people, I've lived in village before and I know what I'm telling you. But with proper measurement, everything is going to be all right. Don't let that discourage you. But what I do know is that it's worth it when you set it up there. And if you are proactive and you provide proactive measures, then you don't have anything to worry. But if you're a complete beginner and you want to know how to be successful in fish farming step by step, I have a complete free course with about over 4 hours. Check it out in the end screen, watch that video, get inspired, and we shall grow our fish together. Bye bye. Let me see you in that video. Thank you.